Hey, Dave here, and I'm really looking forward to our time together, the Back Pain and Sciatica workshop. It is going to be awesome, especially if you're looking for natural treatment and healing options without medications, injections, and surgery. So if you're looking to get back to normal again and you don't want to rely on drugs, this is for you. Now I want to go over something really important today so that you understand. Playing off of our last video, we were talking about, is your pain reproducible? A lot of people that we see have trouble with standing, walking, sitting, driving, getting in and out of the car, yard work, housework, things along those lines. I wanted to show you the number one single biggest mistake here that people make that really gets them in trouble. A lot of times during the workshop, we will treat somebody live from the audience just to demonstrate how effective this can be. Just this last workshop I did, we had somebody who was really skeptical. She had pain for a really long time. She has been to 4 other physical therapists. She has had chiropractic treatments, has had epidural injections. She has been through the ringer and everything. She was a really tough case. She had pain, numbness, and tingling running through all the way down her legs, all the way to her toes. She had pain with standing and walking and was really struggling a lot. So we did the demonstration. She stood up and said, "Wow, I do feel a lot better." We had her go through some motions that she was really having a lot of trouble with before the treatment. She did awesome and everybody clapped and we had a really good time. But what she was doing was basically this. So with any problem that we have in life, there are 3 basic ways that we can handle that. Number 1, which is the most common thing that we do, is we ignore it. Ignoring a problem doesn't necessarily mean that we are silent about it. Usually what happens is that we are making excuses. So we say things like, well, I'm just getting old, or I have always had a bad back, or I've had an injury when I was younger, or it is the weather, or we blame it on our genetics or whatever that may be, or we have a really tough job and that we have to sit all day. There are a million different things that can be blamed on it, but none of them is really going to the source. Here's what happens. If we take a look at our life and you map out all the activities that you do, you have some of that are really, really intense. They would be on the outside here. Then we have some of that are really easy on the inside. Now what happens is what happened to this lady, how she limited herself, and she basically said, every time I stand or walk more than 15 minutes, I get pain. So I said, what do you do? She said, well, I stand or walk for more than 15 minutes. If standing or walking are out here in terms of intensity, we basically take that out. So we might have other activities out here like running or lifting or running a vacuum cleaner or something like that. Less intense than that is sitting, driving, getting dressed, things like that. Well, eventually, if we continue to ignore the cause of back pain and sciatica, what happens? It was exactly what was starting to happen with her. We lose this and that gets blocked in. Of course, we can compensate or we can figure out other ways to do things, but all of that is just one form of ignoring what has happened. Then eventually what happens is that we just get to the point where we can only sit or sleep, and unfortunately many times that is when we're seeing somebody here in physical therapy. They are waiting this long and now they are being told that they need surgery. If they don't get surgery, they're not going to be able to walk again. By the way, that is all junk, and we're going to dispel a whole bunch of other myths for you. But basically, people wait until they lose all these areas of their life. And the whole reason that they are doing that is because they are ignoring the cause of their pain. So at the Back Pain and Sciatica workshop, I'm going to show you exactly how you can help yourself through that and how you can help handle the cause of your pain so that you can get back to normal again.